Over the last few days, Greenland, a place most people rarely think about, has suddenly become the center of a very public disagreement between the United States, NATO, and Europe. President Trump says there's a framework for a deal. European leaders say there isn't. And Greenland's own leadership says sovereignty isn't negotiable. So what's actually happening here, and why does Greenland suddenly matter so much? Let's walk you through what was said, what was denied, and why this issue goes far beyond the headlines. At the World Economic Forum in Davos, President Trump said the U.S. has reached what he described a framework with NATO regarding Greenland, while also backing away from tariff threats against European allies. The implication was that the discussion were moving towards a broader agreement involving Arctic security and cooperation in the region. But almost immediately, that claim was challenged. Denmark's government stated clearly that Greenland is not for sale and its sovereignty was never part of any negotiation. Greenland's own leaders echoed that position, saying decisions about Greenland's future belong to Greenlanders, not outside governments. NATO officials also clarified the decision focused on Arctic security cooperation, not territorial status. So why is Greenland even a part of this conversation? Strategically, Greenland sits in a critical position in the Arctic, along routes that matter for missile defense, early warning systems, and monitoring Russian and Chinese activity in the region. As Arctic ice continues to recede, access, security, and influence in the regions are becoming more important and more contested. What this situation really highlights is the disconnect between public political messaging, behind the scenes diplomacy. On one side, the terms of strategic necessity, on the other, drawn from a firm line around sovereignty and self-determination. And when those messages don't align publicly, it creates confusion, friction, even among long-standing allies. So the real question isn't whether Greenland matters. It clearly does. The question is how security concerns, alliances, and sovereignty get balanced in a changing world. Let me know what you think. Should Arctic security be handled multilaterally through NATO or strictly through sovereign nations?